we talking about?
What's up, y'all? How you guys doing today? Let's finish up the rest of this Love After Lockup series. Meaning that they coming on tomorrow. So let's just finish up everybody today. Let's get into it. Let's get with it. Y'all, before I go, anybody been following this Diddy trial? I'm trying to catch up. I've been under a rock, but I'm trying to catch up. I was listening to some of the court proceedings yesterday. I'm waiting to see how they gonna cross-examine her, because they're gonna try to make her look like she the one wanted all this stuff to be happening all along. It was some really nasty, really filthy, like the kids shouldn't even been there. I wouldn't want my kids sitting in that courtroom listening to all my little freaky deaky thing. I just wouldn't want it. But anyway, that's not what we here for. Let's get into these freaky fools. We gonna start with Quiana and lion-ass Demontric. Now, first of all, we're just talking. I can't understand. If Big Mama gave me a ring to pass on to somebody else, the ring is not going to be a promise ring. To me, if you're given a ring that's been a part of the family being passed down, it's because of you going to marry her with this ring as a wedding ring, not a promise. He could have went to Kay's Jewelry or something and got a little promise ring for this girl. So now they at this little cake making place. And she still want to keep bringing the shit up, how she wasn't pleased about his behavior with Jawila. That shit wasn't cool, him touching on her and doing all that. And of course, he want to sit there and go, yeah, that was all my fault. You know, I was used to doing things my own way because I was young and dumb. And now that I'm older and wiser and everything, I'm going to do things a little different. I'm a little bit grown now. Still yet, he's sitting there lying in your face. Quiana, he's sitting there lying in your face. Why don't you give her promise ring, the promise to tell her ass the truth? Because if you ain't got nothing going on, D, why you can't tell her, regardless of whether she like your baby mama or not, that is the mother of your 3 kids. So if you're honestly just wanting to see your kids and you ain't on no sneak shit with the baby mama, it shouldn't be a problem. But the problem is you like to sneak out and make phone calls and shit, which tells me you up to some shit. Because according to a little Instagram post, she said, Jawila, that you did something. You didn't say whether it was before or whether it was after. But you being dishonest, sir, about your motives and what you want. You being real dishonest, because she shouldn't feel no ways, qualms about it if you want to be with your kid. But it's the way you going about it, sir. So he surprised her after they little cake shit with this little promise ring. Sir, you fucked up. You told her this is a ring to promise that I'm going to be with you. We're going to be together forever. She heard we get married. Look at her face. This face is eyes get married face. She heard we get married. Forever meant forever. We get married. You did not say this is a promise ring. This is not an engagement ring. This is me promising that we gonna be together. I'm not gonna be on no funny shit. You didn't say that to her. What you said comes off as something else, talking about we gonna be together forever. For that, she heard we's getting married, sir. So she's already gonna be making wedding plans and doing all kind of little shit. That's what she gonna be doing. That's what we hear as women. That's what I heard when you said what you said to her. You didn't tell her the shit was a promise ring. So I think she think your motherfuckers are gay. Brooklyn and Brian. So it starts off with them getting up. I guess she's getting her little girl ready for school. Now, what I don't understand and what was unnecessary is a little cam video of the little girl talking about her bestie and how he helps with her homework and how he making her smart. All of that was unnecessary, just to fill her for their little BS. Because I tell you, I'm still not believing in their shit. It's just a little bit stupid. So now he got to get his ass up and he got to go find a job. He got to get some clothes because his PO told him he got 2 weeks to find a job or his ass can go back to the pokey. So he said, I got to get off my ass and get some shit together. So now she's looking around. He trying to figure out where his damn pants are. He need his blue sweats. He said the only thing he got is sweats to wear. He ain't got none to wear to a damn job. So he on the phone with his buddy. Adrian, when you pull up, hunt the car, I'll be out. So she's like, hey, so, you need some money or something? Because he got to go shopping to get some clothes for these job interviews. He was like, nah, my mom and dad got me. And what I was wondering when he said that, When he came home, the next day, they had a party for him. Where was his mom and dad for? We ain't seen the mom and dad. The mom and dad ain't greeting you. You been sneaking over there like, what the fuck? Like, why couldn't you go stay at your mom and dad's house? So I'm glad the boy got his own money. Basically letting you know, I don't need shit from you but housing and puss, okay? That's all I need from you. People got me. I don't need your damn money. So she wanted to meet Adrian. He was like, look, heifer, I got shit to do. You can meet him on my way back. I told you I got shit to do. I got to be back at 3. You don't need to meet Adrian. You can meet Adrian on the way when we come back. And I'm sitting there thinking, girl, you just too damn much. So still, when he get outside, Adrian is there. She got her little scarf on. She was like, ooh, he forgot to call out. First of all, I don't want to meet nobody, see nobody, especially somebody I never met before. And I am not together, face, hair, makeup. I just wouldn't do it. I don't know, y'all. Am I being an asshole about it? Because I just don't think meeting anyone for the first time, I would want to present myself like this. That's just me, pretty much how I was raised. Why you gonna go out there looking like the help, girl? Why? Why you gonna go out there looking like the help? So then she took her little goofy ass out there and go sit on this man's car window and say she got some ground rules that she need for this grown man and they need to do X, Y, and Z. Homeboy Adrian wasn't trying to hear that shit. He says, whatever the fuck you guys got going on that was in that house before he got over here, leave that shit here. He rolled up his window like, bitch, bye. Bye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Handle your heifer. So they go down to the department store, wherever they were, so he can find him some clothes to pick out. And homeboy, Mr. Adrian, want to know, is he all locked into this damn relationship? Because you've been locked up for 6 years. You just got out. You only been out for a couple of months. You sure you want to be locked into this controlling ass heifer? He's like, yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm actually trying to have babies. He's like, you trying to have babies with this heifer already? Yes, I'm trying to have babies with this controlling heifer already. He said, well, there's more shit that you need to see in this world than in that little piece of ass over there. So now he's getting ready to pay for his shit. So he gonna tell him, you need to change how you pay. You sitting there with your little card and shit. You need to do credit. And I said, don't listen to him. Now, I'm not in nobody's pockets, but I'm pretty sure this car is credit, and you have to have a good job to have credit. You have to build credit. Credit is also just a loan. It's not real money. And credit can also mess you up. Next thing you know, you in debt. That ring is probably on credit, because credit is not money. Credit is a bill. That's what credit is. So if you got a little card that people load money on, sir, until you get established, you keep doing that. Don't pay for shit that you can't afford. Credit is a bill, okay? And you're going to get in trouble listening to this ignorant ass fool, friend of yours, Adrian. So now they on their way. He says, listen, I know you say you locked in and all, but come on. Since you've been locked up, there's been a lot of fake booties popping out there, and I need you to go to see what's out there before you just say this is what you want. Let me take you over here to the strip club so you can look at these fake booties, and we gonna get you some chicken wings. It's just gonna be about 5 minutes. I said, motherfuckers gonna take 5 minutes to cook them damn chicken wings and another 5 minutes to eat them, and we looking at the clock and it says 2:35. How you gonna make that shit happen? You about to get that boy in trouble, sir. You about to get that boy in trouble. So Brian at this point says, well, fuck the rules, fuck her. This is probation telling me I got to be back at 3 o'clock. As long as I'm back by 3 o'clock, I'm going to mess with the bitches that she said I don't need no bitches. So he going to look at bitches and fake booties and eat some chicken wings. And he supposed to do this all in 5 minutes. Joey and Michael. Well, he didn't relapse, thank God. And I should have known better to even think that he did relapse, because if he had relapsed, he wouldn't have showed up to see nobody's damn family. Like I said on the last video, he was actually dressed pretty nice. So he was just playing with Michael's ass. So they went over there and they going over to meet his family. Now, during the ride there, Joey is telling him the different personalities of his family and how they gonna react to him, because at this point Mike already know that the family is blaming him for Joey's relapse, but you can't blame somebody's relapse on the other person. Maybe they entice a little bit, but you know what? We have a choice. we have a choice to get the fuck up and walk away and say no. So we can't blame Michael, but Michael was not a help. He didn't help it. We can fuck say that. He didn't help the shit. Now, if I could talk shit, I can also congratulate the man on having a clean piss test. I don't know if it was his first time or not, but congratulations. He should be proud. So when he get to the house, they're all introducing themselves. And I don't know if you can see in the background when the father was talking to Michael, the mother, she didn't even look her head up. She don't like him. She don't want this little fool in her house. She don't like him. And as a mother, I get it. I'm dealing with one of those situations where it's like, you know what? I don't like you because I know you're going to make my son... I had to go through too much with my child. And now I'm faced with the devil who put my child almost to death and on the other side of the dirt. So mama wasn't really feeling his ass. Everybody was saying something to him when he first walked in. She never stopped she played with that sandwich the whole damn time. She didn't even say hello to the boy. So now we outside. So they just put Michael in a group setting. Like he said, he's sitting there with a bunch of damn Joeys right now. They want to know how he being sober, what he need to do to stay sober. He need to cut off all his friends. That he need to do a whole lot of shit. And he said he ain't cutting off none of his friends because his friends is his family. But they give him good advice. I said, Michael, what kind of good advice is a drug addict, a thief, and I forgot what the other one was, how they giving you any good advice? The only advice they give you is drugs. But he said he ain't cutting off all these people. So they want to know how you doing with your sobriety right now. He straight up said the shit's a hassle. Being sober is a hassle. And you can see right then and there, the family's like, oh, here we go with this bullshit. Because the brother's right. It's like, listen, we concerned because all we want him to do is have a healthy relationship. And if you all fucked up, it's a problem. So they real concerned. So then Michael's disrespectful ass, he ain't got no home training. Instead of just saying, can I use your restroom? He says, can I go to the head? Now, did you see how the mama looked at him when he said he got to go to the head? So the brother walks him through the house and leave him there. First of all, I'm not leaving a drug addict. I wouldn't left that much. I'm going to go to the bathroom and stand right by the bathroom. So when your ass come out, I know you coming out that damn bathroom. But he let him go to the bathroom and he walked out that door and he called his friend. Like the brother said, call your friends if you want to go back and get high. So that's what he did. He went and called his friend and said, I'm sick of this shit. I don't want to be here. I don't like it. I'm just talking to a whole bunch of Joeys. And at this point, he thought this was going to bring him and Joey closer together. And he said, the shit is just making us further apart. I don't like this shit. He don't like Joey like that. He's not in love with Joey. He don't love Joey. He just like Joey. And at this point, Joey's getting on his nerve and he don't want to be around a bunch of sober ass people. He want to go to where the hell he's comfortable. And like the brother said, he's a ticking time bomb. He's just waiting. He's going to be out there sooner or later because being sober is a hassle. Who says being sober is a hassle? Michael says being sober is a hassle. Your whole family is a fucking hassle to him at this point, and he can't wait for this shit to be over so he can bounce. You know, I respect Michael. Michael didn't go to these people's house trying to blow smoke up their ass, talking about, I'm going to take it one day at a time. He stood in his truth of where the hell he is in his recovery right now. And Joey preferred him just that lie. He was being too honest. But when they asked him about him reaching out to people, Joey was the first one to say he reached out to 2 other people just so they can give him a harder time. But you know what? Michael standing in his truth. You got to respect that. Let's end it with Will and Courtney. Well, she said yes, and they're married. And at the end of the day, for me, I really would like them both to give this relationship a chance. Because for some reason, I don't know. When they vibing together, they seem like they both got this little quirky, little attitude. I just like them kind of together. So they went ahead, they got married. They was taking mother back to the airport. And on their way to the airport, he had to dodge something and almost got into you had to keep from having an accident. She tells us about the accident that she had before she went to prison. where the car flipped over. The person she was with was her boyfriend. I think she was with this dude for like 3 years. He left her on the side of the road to perish. And that scar, you see the scar? I would think you would check in with me to see what the hell was wrong with me. Because if it was you, I'd check in with you. That's what people do when they're in love. But right now, you're acting all accusatory right now, because now you're accusing me of getting high instead of checking in with me like you should have did, sir. And you didn't do that, and that's a damn problem. Since, you got trust issues and everything, feel like you leaving me on the side of the road just like old boy did. Now, what I did like is when they were talking about that accident, Mama said right after that accident, after she got better, she went back out doing the same damn thing, acting a fool. And this is when Courtney actually gave Mom the apology that was very real. She's really sorry about how she behaved and the things that she put her mother through. And it seemed like that's all her mother wanted to hear, is like, I'm sorry. She's probably never saw that side of Courtney before. So she's just feeling like Courtney has finally got her big girl panties on and she's turning into an adult. And I hope she is turning into an adult. But we'll see what's going to happen next between Courtney and Will. Because it seemed like they get into an argument about some shit. So we'll see what happens with Courtney and Will. I hope it's going to be on turn up phase on this Friday, because it seemed like each week is kind of up and down. It ain't really giving us. So I hope this Friday we get a little razzmatazz. I need a little drama to pop off with this love after lockup. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Don't be an asshole. Thanks for showing up when I show up. Have a good day, y'all. Don't be an asshole. Bye.